actually our focus today. I think, you get through workouts and you get through conditioning. And, guys are excited about going the first couple of days and doing stuff. Now, as you start to practice, and can they stay with it? Can they start to have that carryover? I think that's going to be important, especially for young guys. Can they have carryover and from one practice to another? Guys that are going to play will. And I think getting that consistent play across the board is what you're always looking for as a coach.
Good for you get this team meeting still so far?
So far, I think our freshmen are really good. I think fighting through some injuries. Dakota's been out; he hurt his foot the other day, and he's been battling some of the symptoms from mono that he had in the spring. So it's been tough for him. So hopefully we can get him back here in the next couple days. He's supposed to go on Thursday, but no, our group's been pretty good listening, and we just don't have a lot of upperclassmen, so it's very hard. So it's really important for the ones that are, to lead by example and be very vocal.
What do you see in terms of the point guard role? How is that shaping out? And what do you need to see?
Well, I think different guys could play there. Obviously, Bryson and PJ are the two guys that we're playing there predominantly in practice, and just need those guys to get everybody involved. It's no secret that we need to play inside out. We don't need those guys, starting the offense by shooting after one pass or somebody else after one pass, unless it's a wide open shot by a really good shooter like Kendall Stevens or somebody. They need to get the ball inside, especially AJ Hammonds. They need to run our team. And so that takes time. You have to know what's going on to do those things. So for a young guy like PJ, it'll take a little bit of time. Bryson has a year under his belt, but we'll see. It's still really early. We're just in our third practice.
If that question mark doesn't get answered, do you ask for something different, or
well, sure,
say less from the point guard than you would in other years? But
no, I think you just use some people in the kind of a more unconventional role. And I've talked about that before. Dakota's a guy that can really pass and really shoot. Trying to maybe mix him in there, or Vince Edwards. We could start, two threes, and start him at the 4 and let him bring the ball up. He always brought the ball up in high school, all 3 years. Sophomore, junior, and senior year, and I watched him in high school. He would bring the ball up all the time, and have a different guy on him. I think that's kind of wouldn't be conventional, but we have to do a good job of just making good decisions and taking care of the basketball. And I prefer not to get into that.
Talked before about you feel like Hammond's supporting cast can make him a lot better this year. How much can Hammonds make his supporting cast better?
I think it's two ways. Obviously with him making a better decision, I think the more skill you put around him, we haven't put enough skill around him in his first 2 years, in my opinion. That's my fault. I think the more skill we can put around him, with a guy like Stevens and Matthias and Edwards, and Thompson, and guys that can shoot, really stretch the defense and shoot the basketball. I think that's going to help. But then he's also got to do his part in terms of his decision making. Anytime you get the ball on, you got to make the decisions when they double, they come on quick. But no, he's really made strides. And each year he's made strides. But that decision making, I think, piece is going to be really important.
Do you envision AJ and Isaac on the floor?
They'll play a little bit together. We'll see. They've been banging each other, so they're both kind of hurt, as you guys watched a little bit here, trying to finish practice. But no, we've messed around with both those guys being on the floor in some workouts, team workouts type things in September. We'll see.
I feel like for the most part the effort is there, and everybody wants to do the best they can. So I feel like we're on the right track.
The evolution of you towards a collegiate point guard, where are you at now with that?
What do you mean?
How much improved are you from last year? Decision making, everything.
I feel like I'm a lot better. Last year, like everybody knows, I wanted to score every rip. So this year, I'm trying to make sure I get guys involved and try to get my opportunities open too. So I feel like I'm a lot better at that, but I still have a lot of.
How about the shooting? I know you were going to put up a lot of shots. I can't remember how many did you want?
I wanted 50,000. I don't think I reached it, but I still put up a lot of shots. I'm still out here working on my shots. It's coming along. I feel a lot more confident in my shots.
Why did that? You feel like that needed to be a big part of your game, even though considering as the point guard you're going to have a lot of other skills that you were trying to develop too. Why did you still feel like the shot was such a priority?
just because I wanted just to, be able to make that open shot. I wanted to have that confidence in my shot. Last year I had the confidence, but I didn't have that repetition. So I just wanted to make sure I had that down and ready. So come game time, I'm ready to knock down my shots.
Defensively, how do you feel you are? I know you're going to be doing maybe some full court stuff or almost full court stuff. How do you feel from that standpoint?
Defensively, I feel like I'm always one of the best defenders because I'm able to I'm fast. I'm able to get in the guys physically, but I know I'm doing a lot better job of playing the passing lanes, making sure that the guys get room and getting in their dribble. So I feel like I'm a step ahead.
How about the talking part of the defense? And by that I mean, I don't want to say trash talk, but do you like to talk to guys a little bit?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, trash talking comes with it a lot too, but I try to make sure all the guys on my team are in the right places. But it's hard for me because sometimes we're playing zone and I'm up top, so they got to talk to me. So I just try to do the best I can.
How's this going through your first couple practices?
It's been good and bad. We struggle because we're so used to playing man, but I feel like we're making good progress, and I think we can be a pretty good zone team if we get everything down and listen to detail.
As a team,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
as a team, just how important do you think it is for you guys defensively to kind of create offense, whether it's points, the other team has less possessions because you create turnovers, just that sort of thing?
I feel like that's really important. I think that's what Painter wants. I feel like that's kind of like that's a part of his game plan is for us to get stops and push the ball. That's what he wants. That's what he's explained to me, and he wants me to push it every time I have a chance. He wants me to push it and try to get guys involved, and if I can get to the basket. So I think defensively, that's where we can have a big impact in this league. Hopefully we can continue to grow in that area.
Do you think that's where this team starts?
I think that's where we start.
Yeah.
But we got offensive pieces, but I feel like our defense is what we need to focus on most.
It would seem like one role that's right there for the taking for you is kind of to be this team's kind of opponent center. You feel like that's something you take pretty seriously, or is it something you can be?
Yeah, I feel like that's something that I want to. That's something that I want to be. That's something that I hope to be, and that's something that I feel like they assigned me to be. So I'm taking every day by day. I'm trying to make sure I'm listening to detail, doing the little things in my defense, just to get right. And, hopefully, I can continue to lead defensively and help us, get better on that area.
I think we had a good couple first practices. Everybody really going at it, competing real hard, just coming together, learning as a team. We got a lot of young guys that don't really know the concepts and know how we do things around here. But they're willing to learn and working hard at it. So it's been with that and going hard at each other, it's been good.
What's the key for you guys early on in the practices?
I just think, other than just playing hard, I think it's listening and carrying it over. I mean, if you mess up one thing on a Monday, you don't want to mess up on the same thing on a Wednesday. So you just carry it over from day to day and just keep getting better and building on it. And don't go a day if you don't know something, just ask a question. And that's what our young guys have been doing. They've been asking a lot of questions, trying to get concepts down. Just carry over, really.
Does it seem like a pretty listening team?
Yeah, I think everybody on this team pretty much wants to listen before they talk. So, I mean, that's always good. I mean, we got a lot of guys that want to get better and want to come in and want to work hard and want to listen to coach. And the thing I've noticed about this team is when coach is speaking, everybody shuts up and everybody locks their eyes on him. So, I mean, because he may be talking to PJ something, but he's really talking to Bryson, he's really talking to Vince or Dakota about it too. So, when he speaks, everybody listens and everybody gets quiet. So that's a real good thing.
As far as a freshman, what they did in those first few weeks on campus, is that important for what they're doing now? I mean, did they come in and do the work necessary to be ready right now?
Yeah, in the summertime, I know me and a couple of other guys, we schedule like open gyms, but also walkthroughs to go over different concepts. I know John McCamey, he met with Coach Painter a couple of times just to get concepts right so we can teach them. So them coming in willing to learn in the summertime, willing to work hard, is really helping right now. We went through most of the stuff in the summer, just walking through it. So now when we get live with it, coaches don't really have to explain it as long as he would the past years.
What kind of role can Bryson play for you guys from a defensive standpoint?
I think Bryson, he can really get after people. I mean, I think he's one of the best defensive guards, not just in the Big Ten, but he can be in the country. His tenacity, his aggressiveness and his quickness can really get into guys and really disturb offenses. So I think him pressuring people full court all game is really going to disrupt a lot of things. I think he'll be all Big Ten defense team.
Seems like the way he plays, which the energy he has, would be good, kind of pinballing around his zone too.
Yeah, him just really just running around, getting deflections, getting steals, and his aggressiveness scaring them, not really scaring them, but getting to their head and talking to them and talking trash to them and being that quick and knowing you could back it up with his quickness and toughness. I mean, it's been real good.
Everybody's just been going all out, having high energy, getting after it. It's competitive, and when we leave the locker rooms kind of separate from the friends and from the roommates and everything, and everybody comes out here and we got one thing on their mind is to prove what they've been doing this offseason, and they've been doing it. So it's been a high-intensity practice, and it's been good.
How's your perspective and your attitude different today than it was a year ago, this time coming in as a freshman?
As a freshman, you're you're confused, you're nervous, you're scared, your heart's kind of beating, you don't know what's going to happen, and you hear kind of rumors and stuff. But this year, I was kind of ready, you're prepared, you're kind of a step ahead, and you got to go. Now it's time, you just can't wait. Last year, you had time to make mistakes and stuff, but this year, you got to go. You kind of got to take advantage of what you were taught last year and take those things and put them into this year. And that's what I was trying to do today and a couple practices on Saturday and Friday.
Coach has talked about he wants you to provide energy all the time, which apparently last year you did in spurts. Not consistent. What's the key? I mean, how hard is that to do that, energy all the time?
It's real hard. Some people think it's easy, but it's hard. Running up and down the court, having an injury for 40 minutes in the game. But he was telling me the other day, he's like, you're good when you have energy, and I can kind of see where he's coming from now. And when I get tired, I kind of lose energy, and I always, when I mess up, I always point him like, my bad. But this year, he's like, you got to push through that wall, and I feel like I've been pushing through that wall, having a lot of energy in the workouts and individuals and everything, and it's going good. I just got to keep listening to him.
I mean, one key, the better shape you're in, then the less likely you are to get tired, so you don't have to push as much. Are you in better shape this year?
Yeah, I'm in better shape. I worked hard this off season and doing conditioning right before the season started, so I'm in a lot of shape. I'm working out with Kendall and Bryson, with Josh and Gavin, running 200s at Mollenkoff, doing track or something, so it was real helpful. And I feel like I got my second win, so I can go longer this year.
You three sophomores kind of have to carry yourself like seniors this year.
That's funny because I just told Bryson it's kind of you got to grow up now. It's kind of last year you're a freshman, but this year you only got one senior, and we played in all the games last year, and we just know you kind of know the ropes, and you kind of got to lead this year, a bigger leader role, and just kind of just show the freshmen help the freshmen what to do, when to do it, just how to just make little things happen. That's what we've been trying to do, trying to take that leadership role. And we've been listening to Ray and Steven and Neil, just trying to get ideas how it feels just to be a leader. And we've been doing that in small ways, but we just got to take it to a higher level.